Hello, collective. Welcome back to the channel. Got a few messages for you. There's something about Tuesday. And somebody said, we'll be your best friend. And I laughed in disbelief, but it would be really nice to have best friends. A buyer of bioplasma has made an offer. And the curator said that they could go to 50, like 50%. It's like if they can tag you and possess you and then bring you in for processing, they'll get 50% of your essence, your profit, your life, energy. I've already done it, someone said. Her mother is, it's like they're trying to piece together your true lineage. There may have been adoptions in your family line. And you know, we've all been here for a very long time. And you most likely, if you're an earth angel, have been sacrificed over and over and over again. And they've lost track of who you actually are. They got real quiet. And then the curator started talking about synergy, which is a combined action or operation where the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. And when two or more things work together to create something greater than they could do on their own, it's unification. Now, these ones have been all about divide and conquer. You know, they want to divide the upper from the under, and they want to command the middle ground and be the upper and the under, right? By harvesting the energy in the middle ground and then casting illusions. And regarding this, they want to trap the earth angels. Some of you control time and timelines, and they need access to this gift. This is how everything got so screwed up in this dimensional reality, because they trapped you and then they've been nefariously creating these false heavens or whatever that they send people to, that they harvest out of this realm as slaves or breeders or whatever. They want to transfer the essence out of somebody in the collective's flesh temple. They're waiting to see if they're going to be successful. I think they're waiting until Tuesday. They're pulling the energy. They're trying to pull the energy out of the flesh suit. They want to latch onto your frequency, your vibration, and they want to pull you through some kind of a portal. They want to lay their burden of sin and karma onto you and put you somewhere where they can contain you and continue to draw off of you. Never heard of them before, someone said. So there's a masculine on scene that these nefarious jackwagons have not heard of yet, or until now. There's something about death energy. It's on them, and they need to put it on the collective starseeds. They need you to carry that burden because you are the one who can process death energy. These ones only know how to play in it and to add to it. They want to trap a revitalizer, a star, someone who can process it. So singular or plural, I think it's plural, macro rather than micro. They keep putting foul energy onto you and you keep transmuting it, and they need you. They need to obtain you as a recycling unit for their own shitty ways so that they can dump it on you and pretend that they are holy. It sounds like there is a religious facility out there who wants to use you as the next sacrificed Christ. They want to sacrifice the strongest masculine, burying under their karmic sin and debt, while draining them of their light and spiritual inheritance, wearing the pilfered sweetness and pretending to be that. They also want to ensnare the feminine that is matchy-matchy to this strong masculine so that they can use her life force essence and her body and energy as a birthing person for their regenesis program. Apparently a wizard has dumped some violent energy onto you. You may have noticed it around 6 or 8 p.m. last night. They want to get audio of you yelling or acting in a vengeful, militant way. And even if you are in your own home, you're psychic. And so when you're doing this, the whole freaking family hears you. And they want audio of you to portray you as though you are unstable and unfit to wear the essence that is you, so they can trap and siphon you. They need the hierarchy to reject you so that you become vulnerable. And yeah, so that happened around 6 or 8 last night, for me anyway. And unfortunately, they're very, very good at entrapping others by driving them into this energy. You are 99 percentile. You're nearly full angelic. And at 100%, they can target the frequency and then draw the essence out. But they're not able to do that to you. You're only 99%, and this frequency trap isn't working. They're hoping it will. They tried something. They're really hoping that they'll get it by Tuesday or whatever. At 99%, they're not able to tune in to the frequency. So they're saying it has to be a relationship. It's like they can't tap into or tag you sexually unless you give yourself to them. They need this connection so that they can wash away their sins. They need to plant their sins onto you. They need to be washed clean of their sin, and you are the star, the revitalizer, the one who processes death energy. They need you to carry the burden. And that's probably what happened to many of you in the previous cycle and why life was so sucky. You got fallen into a trap. So we're going to have to wait and see whether the divine falls prey to these fantastic illusions that they are able to manufacture. I don't think they are, even though these ones are very, very good illusionists. The truth of this whole process has been discovered and seen and witnessed. But they do want to prove that you're a danger to others by driving your mind into some sort of militant energy. And this is how they trap people, because they get you to respond with anger, and it only feeds their mission to entrap you, to have you seen as unstable. You can't fight fire with fire in this situation. All things need to be done with discipline and purpose, in a calm and settled manner. And it really feels good to pour out this anger energy and to wrap it all up in your mind. And I did it last night. I was in the salt water, but I don't know how effective it was for them. But I know in psychic land, I'm sure they heard it. This mental driving from this wizard bullshit artist. So do your best to stay balanced. Recognize it as soon as you can. When you're going into a rage, whether you're by yourself or with somebody, recognize it right away. It's an infiltration meant to ensnare you with the perception that you are unable to manage yourself in a positive and loving manner. There's something about kids, and one of these masculine narcs said she's losing everything. So one of their female cohorts, or whatever it is, they're losing everything. Now, whether they gained everything because they were sacrificing kids, or whether she's losing her kids and everything else, I don't know. Take it as it resonates. They're talking about a sexless marriage of somebody who is an American. So your energy is pure. You are celibate, and your energy is very potent. Then I heard a song. I put my armor on and show how strong I am. Da 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 da. I'm unstoppable. I'm a Porsche with no brakes. I am powerful. I win every single game. And then someone said, I can go to 50. This is that curator telling somebody if they can tag you and like a cow and collect you as a commodity, they can claim ownership of you. You're a cow, you're chattel. Then they will bring you in for processing and they'll get to retain 50% of your life force essence. This is a deal that the curator is trying to make with a buyer or an abusive kidnapper. These ones aren't human. They are calling you a Homo sapien. And even though they're running around in a flesh suit that looks like a man, there's not a man in that flesh suit. These are the narcissists, misogynists. They hate the feminine. They prefer men dressed up as women, and they don't like you. But they need your gifts. They need your light, and they need your energy to dress up their preference in. And they're very excited. There's enough vitality for blah, blah, blah. There's enough vitality to fuel the entire freaking crowd, the whole tribe. And they have big dreams about what they can do with your life force essence. All they need to do is get you to act in a militant fashion, in an unstable fashion. They don't give any care for the collective at all. You're seen as a commodity to be used for their betterment. They're calling you sanctimonious, which means pretending to be morally superior, holier than thou. Now, these ones, you know, they're into debauchery. They like anal sex. They like doing magic on people and effing with their mind and their life paths. They like to do blood rituals and steal the bioplasma, the life force essence, out of other living beings. And you're just not all about that. And they deem you holier than thou. And it's like, why? Because I don't want to go live in this vile freaking practice that these religious people put in place. They think they own and possess life here, that they can do with it as they please. They feel that the golden rule is a golden joke. They want your life. And they want to punish you for what they're going through, for the return of all the magic that's happening to them now. They're resting in a tower and death magic, and they want to dump it on you in a bad way. They're desperate. They're willing to give somebody 50% of your vitality in order to stop you from living and speaking as a sovereign being. 99% angelic. And they really want to paint you as though you're a freaking violating, warmongering, hateful person. You're not a fallen angel. They want you to be. Oh yes, they want you to be. They're not like you. They're very dark and very ruthless, and they want you to be seen as such. So they're planting this mental energy into your mind, and then they want you to wrap it up with your emotional outbursts and claim it as your own and have the divine see you as this, which is why forgiveness is so freaking necessary. You gotta release it. You can't play in it. They're out there tasting the energy of people, and they're testing its potency, its value, and how much money do they want to spend, or what kind of a temptation do they want to offer somebody else to tag it, claim it, and bring it in for processing. The asshats want to dress up in your energy and share it with all of their friends. They want to prostitute your energy and call you that, have you be seen as that, while they dress up in your 99% angelic energy and call themselves that. So these ones were in your energy for a very, very long time, thousands of years, through many cycles of birth and death, where you didn't remember who you were. They wiped your mind. They were feasting on you. All of them were coming in feasting on you from an invisible place. You're just a number, a target, a source for the dead inside to feed on. She's radiant, they said. She's his wife, someone said. And these dumbasses are out there bidding on another man's wife. This is how low they go. Someone said Annette, which is Annette Ra, a goddess of funerary rites. You could be Annette, which means they're fooked. They're up a creek. And Ramses II was devoted to her and very well may still be. You could be his wife. I saw what appeared to be a man, and then I saw horns, like deer horns, multi-pointed. There's Cernunnos, a Greek god, the horned one, god of the forest and wild animals, a friend. It could be Wotan, which is a Germanic variant of the Norse god Odin. Both are horned deities with connections to the wilds, hunting, and having animal subjects. Also known as a solar god, often associated with vegetation that's honored as the holly king or the oak king, a male fertility god. And it was not until Christianity attributed the horns to Satan that horned gods became evil in the Western mythology. They do that. They twist everything, and they vilify and make vile all of these sacred images and people. This could be these ones. So the Christianity has attributed the horns to Satan, which is Baal. Their cult symbol is a bull, and this could be one reason why all these red heifers keep getting sacrificed to God. Take it as it resonates. A couple days ago, these merchants of energy were discussing a deity. It could be many deities. So take it as it resonates. Somebody pointed at their mouth, a vision, and they pointed at the adversary, like, yeah, they've got a mouth on them, or blah, 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 blah. They never shut up. You know, they're always talking smack, always trying to get one over. Sell, 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 harvest, 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 tag, process, get it, sexual, rape, and gang, and all this crap. Eat, eat. These are needless feeders who have too much freaking knowledge regarding magic. They need to be addressed. You could be speaking out about what you know, about what you are being exposed to, about what they keep filling you with. You're not holding it inside anymore. You're vocalizing it so that the world knows what you're going through. You're done hiding. These merchants, these buyers and sellers of humans and other organic life form essence, this bioplasma that they actually harvest and generate false telepathy with, so that they can be God in your mind. The curator is telling somebody he doesn't know what else to do with you. They need somebody to come in and tag you, sex you up, and possess your essence that way. They need you to give yourself to some freaking hoe bag. Smile in your face. Oh, I'm so pretty. Oh, I love you. You're queen. Yes, they went to harvest you. There was a vision. A tall, fairly robust, but not fat, masculine, dressed as a woman. And they punched a young man in the stomach, and he was doubled over. And this person said, "You are being prepared, witness." And I really get angry seeing men dressed up as women beating up younger masculines, wearing the persona of a mother. And it's no wonder that there are so many mental freaking things going on regarding this connection. They're trying to line up the prophecy, choosing the players of these roles. You know, you can only prophesy in part or know in part, but these ones have a whole freaking script, and they want to assign the roles to people. drowning herself, someone said. And another person said, she drowned herself? So years ago, when I was first mentally attacked and mind raped, they were trying to get me into the river. It was winter, about this time. And they kept saying, go into the river, find a slow spot, because you need to purify, find a slow spot. And they kept trying to get me into these raging waters, and it was so difficult not to. In fact, I asked a friend to tie a rope to me and hold on to it so that I didn't drown. And it really took a lot of effort and a lot of work to work my way through that so that I didn't kill myself. I'm like, you know what? Jesus didn't even sacrifice himself. To get in that river right now is to drown. I'm not a very good swimmer, especially in this raging water. And I'm not going to get in there. And I even tried to convince my big, tall friend to hold the rope. And he's like, no, I'm not going to do that. He's looking at me like, girl, you lost your mind. But anyway, that was my experience. And it sounds to me like this person maybe went through something like that. And she actually did drown herself. This is the karmic return. What they intended for others is coming back on them. There's two of them, these antagonizers said. So they're trying to fill the roles of these two witnesses. They want very strong, vibrant beings to play this role. You're not religious. Or maybe they're seeking somebody who is, so that they can go out there and be driven in the mental body to fulfill this role. And there's a huge masculine pretending to be a feminine, beating a young masculine, saying you are being prepared witness, like they're beating these people into submission, into this role. Their prophecy said that the warrior queen would be religious, pure, no tattoos, innocent, brunette, and young. And they've been trying desperately to get people to fill these roles and bring to life this storyline that they created. You are not brunette. You are the opposite of what they were trying to find. And yet somehow you're being seen as divine. You're 99% angelic. They're really upset. The divine God said that these ones you'll never find what you're looking for, he said. But they're still trying. They want to manipulate the minds and the energy of these two people to act out this storyline. And now they are still trying to get this story together. And they need the collective's mind, energy, and permission to drive them into a prophetic end. A fantasy, a made-up story of an upside-down Hierophant. They're demanding that you fill that role. They're herding someone into mental submission, confusion, religious mental domination, and role play. Oh, and that's the end. This morning on the way to work, there was something about an explosion. So I don't know what that is. Take it as it resonates, but that's what I got for you, everyone. I'll see you next time. Bye.